Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sienna here with a brand new pick a card video. Don't mind the voice today. I am sick. I've had a cold for a while. It's just that really lovely time of year. Anyways, today's topic is, what are your recurring dreams trying to tell you? Now, I did put this video idea in a poll for you guys. You know, which pick a card did you want to see first? And this one obviously went out because we're doing it first. But I had somebody comment that they don't remember their dreams. And I just want to say straight up, before we even get into piles 1, 2, 3, that it's okay if you don't remember your dreams when you wake up. Not many people do. Some do. Some have very vivid dreams. I tend to have really vivid dreams, and I tend to remember, depends. It depends. Sometimes I remember most of it, sometimes none of it. So all I'm saying here is it's okay if you don't remember every single detail of your dreams at night. This reading is still going to help you. Now, if you came to this video, chances are you are having recurring dreams that you do remember, or at least remember enough of that it's making you sort of notice patterns or making you kind of wonder what's going on. So yeah, that's what we're going to look at today. Group 1, we have the One World Tarot. Group 2 is the Tattoo Tarot, and Group 3 is the Housewives Tarot. And whichever deck or crystal or number, you know, that you feel drawn to, just jump ahead to the timestamp that I will have in the description and in a pinned comment. Okay, now let's get started. All right, Group 1, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you were drawn to the One World Tarot, then this is the reading that was meant for you today. Okay, so what are your recurring dreams trying to tell you? We're going to pull a few cards from the tarot here. Now, I do have a link in the description where you can get the One World Tarot. And if it's not a link, then it's, I can't remember off the top of my head, it's a list of locations where you can actually find the One World Tarot, created by the fabulous Lena Rodriguez, Alexandra Philippek, and myself. Okay, so sales pitch over. Let's get back to shuffling. What are your recurring dreams trying to tell you? Often, Spirit can come to us in our dreams to give us messages, because when we're sleeping, we're generally not overthinking. We usually, we do the overthinking before we go to sleep. And then it's like once we are asleep, it's like our minds are quiet enough that Spirit's like, okay, finally, I can get a message through. All right. So, we had, okay, this is looking good so far. We had 2 cards. Now, let's see. I'll pull one more, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck, and then we'll pull an oracle card. But before I get ahead of myself, okay, we'll pull one more. Oop. You know, we'll keep it. I like to keep the ones that just kind of fly out. And then the one on the bottom. Okay. All right. Obviously, everybody's dreams are very different. Just because a message applies to multiple people in this group does not mean that you guys are all dreaming the exact same things with the exact same themes, people, situations, etc. Okay? I just want to get that out of the way. There's this feeling of being trapped. Now, it could be dreams about being trapped, being stuck, being in a situation or in a place or in a room or some kind of like liminal space or something even that you feel like you just can't escape. There is an aspect in your waking life in which you feel stuck and feel like, oh my God, I am going to be here forever. Like, how do I get out of this? This is ridiculous. But there's good news here, because we have the 9 of Pentacles right after that stuckness. you're not stuck forever. So, I don't know, this is kind of a gross analogy that's coming to mind. You might be feeling like you are the housefly stuck in the sticky paper, you know, the fly strips that you hang from the ceiling. It depends on where you live, of course. Some parts of North America get really, really bad for flies in the summertime, and maybe out on your veranda or in your garage or whatever, you have to hang up these strips to catch all of them. You might be feeling like you're one of those flies that's just stuck there, and there is literally nothing else they can do at this point except for, you know, die, you know, starvation, whatever. I don't really know what it is that kills them, but being stuck for long enough will do it. But it's okay. You're actually able to escape. You're not stuck there until your death. It's not like a permanent glue trap. Nine of Pentacles means here security. There is some kind of comfort and security that is coming your way and is at the same time actually within you right now. You have access to this feeling of safety and security. You may not be tapping into it, at least not consciously. And it's okay if this is your situation, because I think this happens to everybody at some points. Life gets really busy. It becomes a lot to deal with. And sometimes we are in survival mode, more or less, just trying to, you know, okay, I got to get up. I got to get through this day. I got to work. I got to go home. I got to do, you know, whatever it is. I don't have time to focus on my spirituality and my inner work. But if you can find a moment to tap in and to just, I'm just seeing like meditation. It doesn't have to be long. It can be like 20 seconds of breathing in, breathing out. And, you know, you can focus on the breath, you can focus on a mantra, you can focus on really whatever you want. And when your thoughts pop up, you just kind of let them go. You don't have to challenge them or try and stuff them down or worry about them. You just kind of acknowledge that, oh, I'm off topic. Here we go. Let's go back to what I was doing. Do this enough times and you'll kind of start to train your mind to tap into this feeling of, I have everything I need. Better yet, I am everything I need. I think what's going on here is a lot of you guys are trying to manifest something and it feels like it's taking forever. This Empress is saying that the thing that you desire is still on its way. You see it like on this card, she's pregnant. She's not holding the baby in her arms yet. At this point, like she looks like she's pretty close to the due date. So at this point, yes, the baby is there, but it's just not out. Okay, so your manifestation, it is there, it exists, it's just not physically materialized yet. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Page of Wands. This is saying that it's okay to ask for what you want. I know, like, it's way easier said than done, and I understand this from experience. I am very bad at asking for what I want, and I know lots and lots of other people who struggle with the same thing. But your recurring dreams here are saying you're not really trapped. Right now, yes, you feel like it, and your feelings are valid, and I understand, you know, it's like, it's understandable where you're coming from, why you're feeling this way. You have access to this feeling of security, of having your needs met. Your manifestation's on its way. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you need. If you don't know what you want, that's okay. Maybe it's okay to sit down and chat with somebody, like a good friend or someone that you can trust and share ideas with. And maybe they can help you see Well, what kind of things do you like doing in life? Okay, well, what kind of things would you like to surround yourself with in life? What kind of situations? What kind of energy? What kind of people? And then you figure out kind of from there, well, you know, these are the feelings that I want. These are the experiences that I want, etc. From there, it becomes a little bit easier to figure out what steps you need to take to get from this point to, well, the manifestation itself coming up. And even if you're not trying to manifest anything material, like manifestation, actually, the really interesting thing about it is that it's not just about getting material stuff. You certainly can, but some people just want to manifest peace of mind. They want to manifest maybe the end of the depressive episode they're in. Sorry, that might be triggering, but that came up. That is for a lot of people watching this. Or, you know, they just need to manifest a change in their circumstances or a change in their own attitude and mindset. These are all beautiful things, or they want to manifest wisdom even. These are all beautiful things, and they don't have to be material. You're not stuck. It's going to be okay. Now, I did say we were going to pull an oracle card, so I am going to pull from the Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle deck. You can see here, shininghawkhealing.com. That's where I got these. Oop, I just bumped my camera. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to shuffle these. We're going to pull one and see what additional insights we can get. These cards are still really new. Like, they're so nice that I haven't wanted to use them too much, but I really should use them more. But they're really slippery. Here we go. What is our additional message for group 1? Oh, beautiful. Oh, I like that. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. You know what it is that you are trying to manifest. Or even if you're not actively doing manifestation rituals or practices or anything like that, you know what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. Having the desire alone is a huge part of the manifestation process. Now, if your instincts are telling you, well, maybe we need to meditate and visualize, then go ahead and do that as much as you want, as much as you need. Draw pictures of the kind of life that you want. Draw pictures of the kind of things that you want to invite into your life, or write it in a journal. A lot of people practice scripting for manifestation, where they write down, what it is that they want. They write down, I've seen people write down a daily, a to-do list, where it's the to-do list from their dream life. So 7 a.m., get up, do this, 8 a.m., start doing this, which I think is a really cool idea. Write down just, I have XYZ, whatever it is. I am XYZ. I deserve. Or, maybe your instincts are telling you to do some other method. Or your instincts are telling you to just sit back and wait. Whatever it is, it's safe to do it. Okay? It's safe to work towards your manifestation. It's safe to sit back and wait. And if you're in this sitting back and waiting kind of phase, trust that it's still going to happen. This Empress, no pregnant mom stays pregnant forever, okay? Unless you're Bonnie from Family Guy. But, that baby's going to come out eventually. Trust. Your manifestation is not going to be stuck in the cosmos, in just the energetic realm forever. It will come into the physical. It'll be okay. In the meantime, it is perfectly okay to ask for what you want, and ask for help, and ask for advice. Okay, group 1, that was your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Again, pardon the stuffy voice and the voice cracking and stuff. I really hope that you have a great, day, night, whatever, while you're watching this. Have a great week, and I'll see you again in the next video. All right, group 2, if you have selected the Tattoo Tarot, then this reading was meant just for you. What are your recurring dreams trying to tell you? And like I said in the intro, oh my gosh, these cards are really hard to shuffle. These are literally brand new cards. Sorry, just like what I said in the intro, if you don't actually remember your dreams at night, it's okay. Your subconscious, still experienced it. You still experienced it in that state. The message will still apply to you. We're going to pull a few tarot cards, and then we're going to pull an oracle card for a little bit of extra advice. Now, please don't mind the stuffy voice. I'm sick. I think I said that in the intro. My short-term memory is a little bit wonk when I'm sick. I think it just comes from having slept all day. Anyways, thanks for bearing with me, group 2. I really appreciate it. What is group 2's recurring dreams? What are group 2's grammar? What is grammar? What are group 2's recurring dreams trying to tell them? I really like these cards. They're beautiful. My man really spoiled me on my birthday last month and bought me this deck. He actually bought me like the Lord of the Rings deck and like, oh my goodness. So I'm really excited to actually finally be able to use these cards in a video, in a reading. All right, so let's see what we got here. Now, I did say, yes, this deck is brand new, but I have shuffled it and I've looked through it. I've done readings like for myself for it. So these cards have been shuffled up. I do see like a lot of coins here. Oop, a lot of coins here. And that's really interesting because it's completely different than what group 1 got. Okay. So first of all, we have this 6 of coins, we have 10 of cups, we have 3 of coins, we have 4 of coins. And you guys are doing really well, it looks like. Your charity, 6 of coins, this is coming in. Your charity is not going unnoticed. And the reason for this, like, oh, this is nice. It's like you're going to be rewarded for your charity. That's the short answer here. And it's not because you're out there going, look how righteous I am. Look how great I am. Look how charitable I am. Look at me helping other people and, sharing all about it because it strokes my ego and it makes me feel good. No, you're being rewarded for your charity because you're doing it with a humble spirit. You're doing it not for yourself. You're doing it because you know it's the right thing to do. You've been donating a lot of your money and your time. And those are really, really precious resources in our 3D Earth game that we play. So the fact that you are actually like, well, for some people it is sacrificing. For some people it's not. For some people they're happy to do it and they have the resources, they have the means to do it and it's no big deal. But for some people, it is kind of a sacrifice. And the fact that you're willing to make a sacrifice for somebody else's well-being, sometimes that's a very noble thing to do. As long as as long as you're taken care of and your needs are met, as long as you've taken care of yourself first. I mean, sometimes in life, I guess there are other people that are in such dire situations that we really don't feel bad being like, you know what, I don't actually need this, extra thing that I want that I was saving up for. I'm going to help you out first. I feel like that's something some of you guys have actually done. Like you put something that you wanted kind of on the back burner because you know that somebody else needed your help. And it's one of these things where you didn't feel obligated to do it. You did it because you wanted to. That spirit of doing the right thing because you want to, or doing a kind thing because you want to, that's what's being rewarded here. Oh, this is so nice. Like well, I'm getting your ancestors, your spirit guides over on the other side, over in heaven, they're celebrating. And the person or people that you've helped, their spirit guides and their ancestors and their loved ones in heaven are celebrating your act of kindness and your act of charity too. We need more of this kind of energy in our world. Helping others because it's the right thing to do and because we want to do the right thing. Many times we help others and do the right thing because we feel like we have to. But it's really nice when we do these things because we actually want to. This is so beautiful. They're all celebrating for you. And they're just like, thank you. That's the big message, is thank you for helping them. Thank you for helping us. This, I'm actually going to read 3 of coins and 4 of coins together. Because I just feel like the message, really it's like 4 of coins first, then 3 of coins. Okay, anyways. So this help that you've given, it may have actually, for some of you, it did put a dent in your wallet. And maybe you did have to go without, I hope you didn't have to go without a necessity like food or gas for your car or something, but you did have to go without something that you really wanted. But don't worry, because it seems like somebody is working here to repay you in some way. Some of you actually might get reimbursed. Maybe you made a large donation and you were, I know that sounds weird to be like reimbursed for a donation, but it's like you donated to maybe like your local shelter or something, and then they in turn maybe give you something, or they in turn do something to help you. You help someone in your community and maybe later on they're able to pay you back for your kindness, and not because they are expected to, but because they want to. They're going to repay you with that same energy that you offered to them, doing the right thing because you want to. I'm also getting that spiritually this is happening too, where like your guides and their guides are getting together and it's like, well, what should we do to celebrate these people and the valuable like spiritual lesson that they've just experienced? So there's going to be some kind of a spiritual or karmic reward for you too. So it's like, if they're, or it took a dent out of, maybe it wasn't even like financially. It could have just been you donated your time to someone and maybe you had to miss an event that you wanted to go to because somebody was struggling. And, it's one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, it would have been nice to go, but I'm happy I was able to help this person out. Or like it was an emergency and this person needed someone. You'll get some kind of opportunity back. It will come back in some form. Okay, so now we're going to pull an oracle card from Shining Hawk Healing's Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle deck, just for some extra information. Oh, but group 2, I really love your reading because it's like I'd said, yes, it's a brand new deck, but I had shuffled it plenty of times already before. Like, you saw how hard they were to shuffle, but like just doing little practice readings on myself, getting to know the energy of the deck, and still all of these coins came up. Like, people in this material realm really value like their time, their money, and the things that we have to cling to in order to play along with this. I really consider this life like a game or a simulation. And your guides understand how difficult this is from a human perspective. So they're like really applauding you. Like, seriously, I just felt the need to reiterate that because it's like you guys in this group did something that was good, but it was really difficult. Or like just a really difficult thing for beings on this particular plane to understand, or, you know, to like actually go through with. All right, so what kind of additional information do we need? Or let's see. Okay, I got sweetgrass. And now there is no guidebook or really anything for these cards. So what I do when I read with this deck is I just use my intuition and the messages that come up when I'm looking at the card. And so we're seeing sweetgrass, and right away I'm seeing like your inner sweetness, the kindness that you show others, that act of that sweetness. And I'm also seeing this green here, and this reminds me of the green heart chakra. Your heart chakra has been opened up as a result of this thing that you've done. It's interesting that this was supposed to be a reading on like what your recurring dreams were telling you, and I actually got nothing about like specific dreams. But perhaps you were dreaming about the event after it happened, or you're just repeatedly dreaming about that person or what you gave up in order to help them. It's funny how sometimes readings do that, and Spirit just gives us the message that we need regardless. Your sweetness in your heart, and I'm getting literally sweetheart. Like, this is what the spirit realm is calling you. This is what your guides are calling you. The guides of the person or the people that you've helped. They're all like, you are such a sweetheart. Maybe your dreams are reflecting your anxiety on whether or not you did the right thing in a situation. And it's like, yes, you did. You did. And I think for a lot of you guys, you didn't have to, but you still did. Aw, well, great. That is awesome, group 2. I'm really happy for you. I'm very proud of you. Keep up your fantastic work bringing light into this crazy ass world. That was your reading, group 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dealing with my sick voice and my scatterbrain. I really am happy when you guys come and watch these videos, and I'm going to see you in the next one. All right, group 3, welcome to your part of the reading. If you have selected the Housewives Tarot, if this is what you are drawn to, then this is the message that you need right now regarding what your recurring dreams are telling you. Groups 1 and 2 have already been so interesting. We've gotten so many amazing messages. Like, I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store, because I'm actually shocked. This was just supposed to be like a fun little reading, and it actually has gotten so deep. So I'm really interested to see what's going on for you guys, group 3. What are your dreams trying to tell you? Okay. Ooh, my camera's a little bit shaky. Sorry, guys. I guess I was bumping my table. We're going to start by pulling a few tarot cards, and then we're going to pull an oracle card for some extra information. And I think, okay, we'll keep, actually, we'll keep those 3. We'll keep 5 of Pentacles. We'll keep that one. You know what? I feel like it's okay to flip these ones upright. For sometimes I read reversals and sometimes I don't. It just depends on kind of the gut feeling that I have when they pop out. But since these both flipped out upside down and I had kind of just dropped my cards like that or whatever, I just feel like it doesn't really matter if they're reversed or not. The message is going to be the same. Okay. Now, okay, no, this is okay. But it seems like a lot of you guys in this group are really struggling. And I'm sorry, straight up, I'm really sorry to hear about this, because it sucks. Struggling sucks. I know what it's like. And the energy lately, like as of like the time I'm recording this video, the energy in our world lately has just been absolutely whack. There's been so much trauma and so many awful things happening that it actually really makes sense that there's all of these swords here, 2 swords, the moon. Anyway, we're going to start with 5 of Pentacles. Something has really, really, really saddened you. Something's really hurt you. Like it has not worked out. You're struggling. I think a lot of you might be, I know I shouldn't just, I think a lot of you are struggling financially watching this reading. And my heart really goes out to you because this is a really difficult world to get by in. It is. For a lot of people, it's really, really hard. And you could be like having nightmares. I'm kind of seeing nightmares here. 9 of Swords is all about fear, anxiety. The moon is like your subconscious. Sometimes it's like problems in your subconscious or in your like in your mental state. But 5 of Pentacles, like you're, yeah, it's like you're afraid of what could happen and what you could lose. Because for some people, a financial setback or like any kind of situation like the car breaking down or something going, you know, an appliance breaking in the house or something going on like that. For some people, that's not a big deal. But for a lot of people, that sets you back really far. It seems like your dreams are reflecting this. For some of you, it may not be financial problems, but some of you are dealing with anxiety, are dealing with, mental health concerns, and there's nothing shameful there. It's okay. A lot of people struggle. Way more people struggle than you realize. I struggle. I'm not ashamed to admit that. For a lot of you, though, sleep is your escape. It's your way of coping when everything's so overwhelming and you're burnt out. You know, you have all of your responsibilities that you have to do throughout the day, throughout the week, you know, all of that just to survive and keep going. And then on top of that, you're struggling with maybe being unable to concentrate, or you're forgetting things, you're having trouble remembering, you're having trouble prioritizing tasks, you're having trouble with intrusive thoughts, whatever it is. Those kind of things make daily functioning really, really difficult. And so for a lot of you, it's a relief when the end of the day comes and you finally can go to bed. For some of you, you're napping, and that's okay too, but it's because like whatever is going on in your mind is so exhausting that your body just needs to sleep in order to heal itself. Your recurring dreams seem to be reflecting the stress that you've been under. I think for you guys that picked group 3, you are dealing with chronic stress. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a health or psychological professional of any kind, but I'm really picking up this chronic stress. Some of you are maybe fortunate enough that it's not chronic. It's I guess what they would call acute stress. Not as cute as it sounds. But here we have Page of Pentacles. And you know what? I'm going to pull one more off the bottom here with Justice and Page of Pentacles. Despite the, the imagery of this child throwing all the plates out of the shelf, I'm actually getting here that you're going to be building back up. It's going to be a little bit at a time. You're building up little bits at a time. So maybe we could actually see the art on this card in this way. Maybe instead of tossing all of them out, he's somehow, I don't know, picking up levitating plates and stacking them nicely back on the shelf. In the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, the Page of Pentacles is a young guy holding up a pentacle. He's offering it up. And for me, that always seems to mean like a small gift or a small offering. And that's what I'm seeing here too, really, is you're building things up slowly, bit by bit. Justice card is saying that this situation that you're in is going to be balanced out. Now, I maybe probably should have put a trigger warning, before I started talking about the mental health, because I know for some people this is really, really serious and it's really, really difficult. But there are a lot of things being balanced out here. So there could be something in your financial situation being worked out. There could be, well, actually, no, I am seeing this. Something in your financial situation it could be, but I'm seeing there is something in your mental health that's going to be balanced out. So for some of you, this is not going to apply to everybody, but for some of you, you're going to start using the right medication. And maybe, or perhaps the right dosage. Sometimes it takes a lot of trial and error to figure out just the perfect combination of chemicals and how much to make the brain go, oh, okay, I'm back to, well, normal. I'm back into balance now. All right. And for some of you, it's the medication and it's the right therapist. It's the right type of therapy. Some people maybe need DBT instead of CBT. Maybe some people need EMDR. There are so many different kinds of therapy and different kinds of treatments out there, but there is a balance that's going to be struck and it's going to make things a lot better. There's a specific example coming in that it's going to apply to somebody who really needs this right now. Somebody's struggling with their mental health to the point where it's affecting their work. And maybe they have had their hours cut as a result. Or maybe they have had to take some time off. Or they're not able to pick up quite as many shifts as they used to because it's just so exhausting. When whatever it is in the mental health gets balanced out, your work performance will get better because you'll be able to think more clearly. You'll be able to remember a little better. You'll be able to sleep better, and you'll have more, maybe for some people it's more, I don't know how to put this like sensitively, so I'm just going to say it. Better able to take care of themselves, like more desire to take care of themselves. I'm going to just use myself as an example. Sometimes when my mental health gets really bad and I get really into a depressive spiral, or I'm really anxious, or my executive function is just gone absolutely downhill, I will know that I need to wash my hair. I will have like a 3-minute shower to wash all the rest of me, but I still won't do my hair because it feels for some reason like it's just too much work. Or for whatever reason, my brain sees the shampoo bottle and just freezes and just doesn't do it. When things balance out a little bit and I kind of get back into a better state of mind, I go and have my shower, I see the shampoo bottle, and it's no big deal. I go and do what I need to do. Okay, so maybe some of you are experiencing something similar to this, but that same kind of energy. Something in your mind is balanced out. Something in your psychology is balanced out. So your work performance gets a little bit better. And when your work performance gets a little bit better, maybe you're able to go back to your regular hours. Maybe you're getting a couple more shifts, or there could be like some kind of a bonus or something like that comes in for you. It's going to be all right. Your recurring dreams, it's your subconscious just trying to release the stress, your pain. It'll be okay. This is not meant to be taken as like a bad reading or a negative reading or anything like that. Because I feel like the negativity, like you're already dealing with it. This is not adding anything worse onto the pile. It's not meant to add fuel to your fire. It's just meant to verify what you're already kind of suspecting. But the good news is that things are going to balance out. It's going to be okay. Now, we're going to pull from Shining Hawk Healing's Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle deck for a little bit of extra insight, a little bit of extra information for you, Group 3, about your recurring dreams and your situation. Okay. Oh, Sacred Space. I like this one. It seems like you need, and some of you have found, a safe place to go. For some of you, that is, well, for some of you, at least for right now, that's what sleep is doing for you. You seem to go into some kind of a safe place spiritually, subconsciously. Even if your dreams are stressful and hectic, it's like you're still in a safe place where you're protected, but you're just observing the chaos. It would be like floating in a protective bubble over top a train crash. You're observing the chaos, but you yourself are actually safe. Some of you have found or need to find a safe space in a friend or a loved one, somebody that you can trust to talk to about your stress, your situations. Because sometimes you can find solace in knowing you're not alone. Sometimes somebody might have the resources to actually help you. Or they may have been through what you've been through and can offer some kind of insight. Some of you have found or need to find a sacred space, a safe space in therapy. And I know that's also easier said than done. Therapy can be really hard to access in some places. But if you can access it, if it is available to you, try it. At least just try it. You might need to try a few different therapists to find the right combination of personalities, because you have to mesh with them in order to feel safe and in order to be able to fully connect. And for those of you who are actually on this journey of finding the right therapist and finding the right kind of treatment, this card is saying that you will find the best combination of treatment, therapist, medication, etc. that you need. I'm also being instructed to tell you guys that you can go within and create a sacred space within yourself. Some people kind of go into their happy place, like in their mind or in their imagination or in their meditations, just to give themselves a chance to, to calm down, to take a deep breath, to just for a little bit release that fight or flight, those alarm bells, to silence them just for a little bit, to give yourself a little bit of space to heal, a little bit of space to just rest a bit. I feel like I need to pull one more for you guys. What is some good news that Group 3 can look forward to? There's good news about things being balanced out, but what other kinds of good news can Group 3 expect regarding this situation and the dreams they're having? What is some good news? All right, communication. And I said good news, there's like a skull on here. No, don't worry about the art on there. It's okay. Communication. Tell someone what you're going through. If you haven't already, tell someone. It could be someone you trust. It could be your therapist. It could be strangers on the internet. Like, really, just tell someone that you're suffering and that you're struggling and what you're going through. Because this is actually going to help you to, number one, realize that other people are also suffering and that you're not the only one suffering. And some people do feel better knowing that they're not the only ones. It's going to put you in touch with someone who can help you. It's going to put you in touch with people who will have compassion for you. And I don't mean that as in people who are going to feel sorry for you. No, I mean people who actually will have compassion. There are so many people out there that would do anything they could to help you feel better, but they simply just don't know you're suffering. Communication is going to help. Talking to someone is going to help with this. You're going to get advice on, how to handle the situation, how to cope with your feelings, and you could even get advice on how to possibly change your circumstances. Your dreams could be telling you that it's time to start taking steps towards changing your circumstances. Just tell someone. It's okay. It is okay. Group 3, it's okay. And I'm not saying that to invalidate your pain or your concerns. I'm saying that because Spirit is telling me that it's okay. This is a bump in the road. A bump in the road. I say that as I bump my camera. This is a bump in the road. In the grand scheme of things, this stuff here will be a memory. You're not going to be stuck forever. It's going to be okay. All right? Okay, so group 3, that was your reading. I really hope that this helped you and has put you at some kind of ease or, has just helped in some way. I really appreciate you being here watching my videos, and I will see you again in the next upload. Bye.